Here on the island, the sea, and so much sea, overflowing, relentless. It says yes, then no, then no, 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 then yes in blue, in foam, with gallops. It says no, again no. It cannot stay still. My name is Sea, it repeats, while slamming against rocks, but unable to convince rocks. Then, with 7 green tongues, of 7 green dogs, of 7 green tigers, of 7 green seas, it smothers rocks, kisses rocks, drenches rocks, and slamming its chest, repeats its name. Here in each house, we all crave it, whether it's of silver, crystal, or moonlight, spawn for the poor, kitchens on earth. Don't hoard it, you miser, coldly rushing like wet lightning beneath your waves. Come now, open yourself and leave it near our hands. Help us, ocean. End one day our earthly poverty. Let us harvest your lives, endless plantation, your wheat and eggs, your oxes, your metals, the wet splendor and submerged fruits.
Here I came to the very edge, where nothing at all needs saying. Everything is absorbed through weather and the sea. And the moon swam back, its rays all silvered. And time and again the darkness would be broken by the crash of a wave. And every day on the balcony of the sea, wings open, fire is born, and everything is blue again, like morning.
I had a dream the other night. I was sitting at the beach with my family, aunts, uncles, and grandparents. The tide was coming in, and the waves kept creeping up the shoreline. The waves were getting taller, too. Each time the water would pull back and recede into the ocean, it was pulling the sand with it. The waves were digging a sort of hole, until it seemed like the water level was sinking and rising at the same time. We were seemingly on high ground, the sand suddenly dropping to a cliff's edge with the waves breaking at our spot, nipping at our feet. I remember trying to take pictures of each wave. One wave got my camera wet, so it wasn't working and the timing was all off. We would all ooh and ah as each wave approached, and I would try in vain to capture the moment. There was this big wave that was going to curl above us, high over our heads. My brother was scared. I braced myself with the rest of my family, and I remember my mother saying, "If you can survive this, you can survive anything." The wave went above us, the water falling onto our heads, except it shattered like glass or ice upon impact. My grandpa was coughing like he had accidentally inhaled some, I went up to him and my uncle, asking if he was okay. My grandfather had more color in his hair than his now distant white, a light strawberry blonde, making him look a bit younger, but his face was weary with an age older than his appearance. My uncle looked older too. I went to touch his face, but didn't. My grandpa said he was okay, but then went to a crevice in the back of our cliff, coughing violently. An even bigger wave was coming in the distance. We all had to evacuate, climb to higher ground, but I ran to my grandpa in the crevice last second to bring him with us, and braced myself, waking up in my bed in the disorienting late morning light.
I need the sea because it teaches me. I don't know if I learn music or awareness, if it's a single wave or its vast existence, or only its harsh voice or its shining suggestion of fishes and ships. The fact is that until I fall asleep in some magnetic way, I move in the university of the waves.
My past is a spiderweb, intricately constructed, thin, translucent silk, beginning without any idea, except that it has been spun, made of my own exertions, a product of walking forward, yet in circles, repeating the same turns, patterns, a ghostly illusion. My web exists only in the right light, to one who knows where to look. Sitting delicately along its natural beams, in constant thread of unraveling. Dew settles at its junctures, revealing only the choices, decisions that have been made. Nourishment and survival, my prey, slain in its production, haunts the beauty of it all. Pausing for reflection of the harm caused along the way. Passerby, blind to my web, wipes the beams clean, replacing the void. A change to the complicated collection. Proof of existence remains distant, accessed only by memory. The silk threads are shed, and I find a new place. I rebuild my web. First the frame, then the layers around my new base, following intrinsic movements, an instinct, a new start, forgetting to look up. Until I noticed I've passed the same spot 3 times already.
Let us look for secret things somewhere in the world, on the blue shore of silence, or where the storm has passed, rampaging like a train. There the faint signs are left, coins of time and water, debris, celestial ash, and the irreplaceable rapture of sharing in the labor of solitude in the sand.